everyone, Sailor Moon, Serena here, and today we're going to talk about only girls can be fighters or keepers. The oversight that some folks say that NAOKO TAKEUCHI came up with. And we'll play the side and say, okay, alright, we'll say she did come up with the oversight. But that was the only for her to tell folks why that women and girls were only sailor fighters in that world. It wasn't some oversight that everyone had to follow. You know. And if you want to be earnest about it, I believe the oversight was broken. And one might say, what do you mean the oversight was broken? Well, it got broken in Sailor Stars by, Sailor Star fighter, maker, and healer, also known as, Dustin, Jordan, and Julian. They broke the oversight, if it was an oversight. And what happened? I don't really think that much happened. Now, a lot of folks are going to say that, NAOKO TAKEUCHI and Toei had a falling out over the whole Sailor Starlight thing. I don't believe so. Because if they did, they would have never, if they did have their business falling out, we'll call it that. If that's true, then they would have never came back together years later. Alright? There's no truth to them having their falling out. And I think and would say that the drawing show took a lot of freedoms. So, if it was an oversight, Toei already broke it by the Sailor Starlights. Alright? And a lot of folks used to get on us back in the day and say, oh, well, there is no Sailor Earth, which was the first thing. And then, Ernest is Sailor Earth. Well, that's not right. So, at the end of the day, we broke the oversight. But then again, we didn't have to follow it to begin with. And nothing happened to us. See, there's a lot of misunderstanding about the oversight, if it's an oversight or not. Now, a lot of folks are going to say that, if you looked hard enough on the interwebs, you might come up over a whiff in some website somewhere where NAOKO TAKEUCHI says the grounds to why women and girls became sailor fighters or sailor keepers in the world that she came up with. And that need be true, but that doesn't mean you have to follow the oversight. And Toei themselves broke the oversight with the Sailor Starlights, as I said. And I know a lot of folks who read the funny books and, are going to say, oh no, they were women who clothed themselves to look like men. Well, if that was true, Cosmos or Stars didn't follow the oversight either. Because right off the front, they were already men. And when they shape-shifted, who knows if they, shifted the oversight or not. So, yeah. And even if you don't want to believe the Sailor Starlights broke the oversight, then we'll go to Sailor Earth, Ernest breaking the oversight. Hell, we can go to Snoop Dogg, Calvin Chrysler, him breaking the oversight of Sailor Sun. A lot of folks out there like to put a lot of stock in that oversight. And, like to say that you can't break it and you have to follow it. Well, this is not Toei. Alright, not Toei business or anything like that. It's not even Aldeling Niogoling, so don't have to follow the oversight. And I didn't really believe in the oversight to begin with anyway. And when Ernest came along as Sailor Earth, he broke the oversight. Alright? And there were some folks in the Sailor Moon followership that were, getting all worked. Saying things like, You besmirched Sailor Moon. You slighted NAOKO TAKEUCHI, which was not true at all. So, the oversight. Is it a true thing? Do you have to follow it? Well, a lot of folks seem to think that, a lot of folks seem to believe you have to follow that because they think that that was the grounds to why NAOKO TAKEUCHI and the Toei business had, had a fight over, or a rye over how the Sailor Starlights were handled in Sailor Stars. I don't know if it had to do with the way they were handled or the sense they were, I don't know, whatever. And a lot of folks seem to think that that will happen to anyone who doesn't follow the oversight. But guess what? I don't really know if it was a set oversight or not. And even if NAOKO TAKEUCHI came up with the oversight, I don't really think you have to follow it. I think she was just telling someone why in her books, why women and girls were becoming sailor fighters. It wasn't an oversight that you had to earnestly follow if you were doing anything with Sailor Moon. I mean, I guess if you're Bandai or Toei, then yeah, you're going to want to make everything kind of match up to what you're seeing in the books or the drawing films or drawing shows. But if you're writing your own saga, then I don't really think you care that much about it. And if you're making films on Euro, I don't think you have to follow it. So no, I don't follow that oversight. I think that anyone can be a sailor keeper, a man or a woman. And I know you folks, I know some folks out there are going to get, a lot of folks in the Sailor Moon followership who are open-minded to this whole thing will be alright with it. But there most likely will be one out there who is not open-minded to it. But okay, that's their choosing though. But I think this oversight can be broken, and I don't think anything bad's going to happen to anyone who does. I mean, Ernest of Sailor Earth already broke the oversight. The Sailor Starlights, Dustin, Jordan, and Jillian, Sailor Star Maker, Fighter, and Hill already broke the oversight. And if you don't want to believe they were the first men Sailor fighters, fine. But I believe that sooner or later someone was going to break it. So, is it a true oversight? I don't know. Folks say it is. Someone's going to say, yeah, it is. But they're not going to do all the work to show you if it is. They're just going to say it is. Anyway, if you like this film, then follow me over here at Sailor Moon for Life. Give me your thought on the whole only girls can be fighters or women can be fighters. What do you think about the oversight? Do you think it's a true thing? Or do you think it's something that only is it a true thing? Have you followed it or have you broken it? I'll see you later.